uh, Damn. So, Mr. Wade, after you done harassed and influenced and made all of our young boys question themselves, you done made all of us fathers look like we don't know how to be parents. I mean, really, you took your 12, 11-year-old boy and shook up the world. And it was cool. It was cool to assault my son and my nephew with all these ideas and thoughts that kids not really ready for. It was cool. You fucked up my family so bad, my sons and nephews can't even eat hot dogs no more. No more Coney Islands, no more Italian sausages at the barbecue, none of that shit. They can't even make a statement to one another without clarifying their sexuality. Because of you. I have them all over my house. Instead of sleeping head to foot, sharing all the beds, they all sleep on the floor. That way nobody could be accused of being funny and ain't nobody getting it better than anybody else. Because of you. Now, I couldn't turn off the news when you and your son attacked it. I couldn't turn off the whole internet when you and your son attacked it. I couldn't turn off nowhere you were because you were prime time promoting the idea of giving an 11-year-old adult choices. Then you turn around and let a 13-year-old be photographed with you and your wife tongue kissing somebody. Now, this is not a sexuality thing at all. I wouldn't condone my 11-year-old boy telling me he was ready for sex with a girl. I wouldn't condone my 13-year-old boy bringing somebody else's 13-year-old daughter to my house with me and my woman, and we taking a family picture with them busting a slide. It's a lot of things I let my son do that other people may not agree with, but it's not on me to promote that to other parents. I let my son and my nephews drive. But I'm not gonna pay to promote that. I'm not gonna have TMZ come catch me allowing them to drive so I can make your kids feel like you doing something wrong. Now, as a father, I had an 11-year-old. And when my son was 11, he wanted to eat Pop-Tarts all day. Now imagine if I let him do what he wanted. Genuinely in his heart, he felt it was right. It was truly what he wanted. But it's on me as the parent to know better. Son, if you eat Pop-Tarts every day, that's going to limit your choices. That's going to put you on dialysis. It's going to do so many things to you that you're not ready for. You can't eat Pop-Tarts every day all day. But it's on him to want to do that. He's a kid. He know everything about what he knows. It's on me as the adult to decipher that information there. It's on me as an adult to direct that energy. And it's on you as a man to be a man. Now, you and your son been out here pressing some hellified ideas on everybody else's kids, but now you want to shut off just the comments to protect the mental health of him. But let me tell you something. Inside that big-ass estate y'all live in, your child don't have to deal with nobody he don't want to or see nobody he don't want to. But all of our kids, they had to deal with this onslaught of the promotion of you allowing an 11 through 14-year-old boy to make adult decisions. Down to hormone pills and hairdos. And obviously you're already having sex in your house with a boy. Fuck is going on, dog? Now this ain't got nothing to do with being gay. But it got everything to do with being a man and or being a parent. Now, you making us black men look bad on a couple different levels. No, you making men in general look bad on a couple different levels. It's very possible to have a woman that love and respect you, that you love and respect, where she has say-so without you totally disrespecting the sanctity of manhood. I wouldn't give a fuck if my child was gay. That would be a decision that he would have to make when he was a little bit more mature. Like 16, 17. But as a parent, how could you let your prepubescent child tell you their sexuality? I mean, has he already had female genitalia to know he doesn't like it? Has he had male genitalia to know that's what he prefers? You get where I'm going with this? You know what I'm saying? I never liked chicken wings, because at Dorothy Mae house, they used to have that deep freezer full of all that dark meat, legs and thighs and shit. So I never liked chicken wings, because I'm assuming it's the same thing. Fucking 29 years old. My cousin like, man, you gotta go to Sweetwater Tavern. No, I'm 27. You gotta go to Sweetwater Tavern, get you some wings. I say, fuck it, I tried. Totally not realizing this is my first time having wing dings, because I'm traumatized off what I thought. Man, to this day, I get a side of wings with everything I eat. Wing dings. I don't really like whole wings. But I denied myself of that based on what I thought from then, based on an experience. And then you talking about somebody in their late 20s. So what the fuck you think that power of a decision gonna do to a kid? And then quite frankly, when you tell me a boy is gay, and then I look at him and he's in a interracial relationship with a girl who thinks she's a boy and he's a boy that thinks he's a girl, that ain't gay. That ain't gay. He still ended up with a piece of pussy just to confuse the fuck out of the rest of our kids who can't afford to pay for what it's gonna cost them after they misrepresent themselves out here in this world, man. Y'all better wake up. And then on some real shit, all this cancel culture, while niggas like me, you, them, they, while we all scared, J. Edgar Hoover brought sexual discrimination into the workplace, and basically the landscape of this country. He was the first person, allegedly, to be discriminating against people based on their sexuality, not just for a job with the FBI, but he would hold people's sexuality or sexual conduct against them for political power. But his name is still on government buildings. On top of the fact let's just say, he overspent a lot of the government's money for his own personal usage. 3 cars and he had a car in every time zone with the AC set at 72 degrees running at all times. Come on now. So if the cancel culture was real, then they would cancel the culture, but they not. They promoting this bullshit. And when you see a 7-foot-tall, 200-plus black man that's a star athlete allow his son to be infiltrated like that, then what are we doing? Controlled by his woman like that? You know the white man sitting back like, nigga, we ain't even got to train no more. Look at these black men. At first, they was just stupid. But they was gangster, they was tough. Nah, we some intelligent ass bitches. But at least that's how y'all got us looking.